If you want to do some swatching today, I'm going to be showing you some Neopastels. And if you don't know me, my name is Marie-Noëlle Worm. I'm an artist illustrator, also a top teacher on Skillshare, and I also have a Patreon where I host monthly monthly sessions, you know what I mean, drawing sessions. And today I just wanted to do a little unboxing / swatching video with a tiny little creativity. I mean, it's not really a creativity exercise, but it's more just playing. Yeah, it'll be short and sweet, and it'll be fun playing with our art materials. So let's get to it. So if you remember our previous unboxing, I was showing you some Neopastel, and I had been saying that this was like a few individual Neopastels that I had bought, but actually that was a mistake, and it was just a few Neopastels that I took from my bigger kit and that I selected as a color palette to bring with me. I found the box with my single Neopastels that I bought, and so I wanted to kind of do this unboxing, even though I've used them already a bunch, but just to show you these individual colors, just for fun. If you want to swatch some of your colors along with me, if you've never done any swatching, that can be just a really fun, soothing activity. All right, so sepia is a color that I really love in my Neo color, and so I thought it would be a great one to add into my Neopastel kit. So of course Neopastels are oil pastels, which means that they're kind of yummy and textured. And I tried to get a few neutral colors, like this is a beige, which is another one of my favorite Neopastel colors, which is a really nice neutral against some of the other colors that I might have. So for example, this red, you can see this is a raspberry red. So it has a very pinkish tint. And it's actually really nice next to this beige because it brings out the kind of undertone of pink I find in the beige that I have as well. We also have this blue, which is a gentian blue. Oh, nice and rich color there. I always press too hard with my Neopastels and then I end up breaking them. I just really like also this kind of smoky texture that you can sometimes get with the Neopastels. We have this one, which is a orangish yellow. And it's a little dirty, so I'm going to try to get the cleaner side. There we go. Ooh, and you can see kind of with the mix of the blue, how it makes a nice, interesting, muted green. Speaking of green, I was going to say we have olive black. So it's considered more like a black, but it has that green undertone to it. Really beautiful next to this raspberry red. We have a granite rose, which is also a little dirty. Apologies. Like I've said, I'm kind of a messy painter, but you can kind of see the pure color underneath there. And of course, since it's dirty, then now it's going to show you the gray pink aspect of it. Let me try to give you some nice, clean pink right there. We have some light beige, so I'm guessing it's going to be a similar one to that one on the left. Not actually so sure if you can see the difference on the camera, but there is a slight difference. This one definitely is a little lighter, and my hands are getting all dirty, so it's becoming harder to rub this, but I feel like this one has a slightly bluer undertone compared to this like purple pink. Last two, We have an indigo blue, which I've actually not used at all, but it's really quite beautiful, especially next to that granite rose and the light beige. And you see how purple it looks? It's funny, eh? When you see color perception changes depending on the colors that you have surrounding a color. And this one definitely has that purple coming out here. And then the last one, which is a cocoa, or dark beige if you're looking at the French name. So you can see I have a bunch of these neutral colors. I didn't have as many, I felt, in my big set. And so I really wanted to bring that in a little. I'm really just having fun with like blending these. So I think that would be interesting to kind of continue building here. Is that the right color? Yeah, I think it is. Oh, a little bit of black on there. But yeah, you can really see these beautiful colors. And of course, that's just one way of using them, but you can use Neopastels in such different ways. They're almost like, it's like paint, but in pen form, which I really enjoy a lot. You can layer. Just allow yourself to play with the textures. See what it looks like when you really lay it on thick, or when you do little marks. Somehow this is making me think of like a flower or a tree. So what if I allowed myself to kind of lean into that? And I'm going to try to get like a thin line here. And maybe some fun petals. So I'm staying in something a little messy. And what if I played around with some of this smeary texture, which is really fun. Oh, sorry, I think you couldn't see that. Apologies. I was just smearing, because smearing is fun. So there we are, just a little swatching and a little scribbling that turned into something, it's honestly kind of a scary flower, like a flower that you would see on like a haunted, doomed mountain or something with some magical properties. That's kind of my take on that. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed doing a little bit of swatching today, discovering maybe you've never played with any oil pastels. If you haven't, then getting them individually is definitely fun because, then it allows you to kind of test out the textures without committing financially to like a bigger set. These videos aren't sponsored, by the way. It's just, I'm just sharing with you some of my materials that I like to play with every once in a while. And sometimes when I'm in kind of a creative rut and I'm just feeling a little disconnected from my art practice, trying out a new medium is a really fun way to help me reconnect with that sense of playfulness and creativity that I think is really important to maintaining a regular sketchbook practice. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed doing this fun little drawing with me. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the bell so that you can get notification of when my next video is out. I also realized I forgot to mention that I now have a membership open, which means that you get early access to any videos that I post, as well as priority responding to comments and maybe other little tidbits that I might add in here or there. Let me know if actually there's anything within a YouTube membership that you'd like to see more of. I already have kind of a membership thing on my Patreon, like I said, where we do, did I say it? I think I did. Where we do live drawing sessions every month, 1 or 2 a month, depending on the tier. And so for YouTube, I thought, it would be interesting to have something a little different. So let me know if there's anything in particular that you think would be fun. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely day and keep on being your creative self. Bye.